Good morning everyone. So today we are starting off with a new chapter, that is self-management skills. In the previous class we have completed our chapter, that is communication skills, but today we will be starting off with a new chapter. And one more thing, you don't have to write down anything from the video lecture into your class for copy. Again, on the coming Wednesday, I will be providing you one PDF file. You only have to write down the question answers from that PDF into your registers. So, let's begin.
Yes class. So our today's topic is self-management skills. Now let us see that in how many sessions this chapter is divided into. Okay? Yes class. So self-management skills, that is unit 2 of employability skills book, is divided into total 8 sessions. Okay? The first session is introduction to self-management. The second one is self-awareness. The third one is self-control. Session 4 self-confidence. Session 5 goal setting. Session 6 positive thinking. Session 7 personal hygiene. Session 8 grooming and its importance. So class, why we are studying these type of chapters, self-management skills, communication skills, why we are studying these type of chapters? Just because when we are going for a job interview or we are going in our in any field of our life, then we need some type of skills in our life which are very important for our life. Okay, so self-management skills, communication skills, these are the basic skills that each and every person should know about too. Okay, so this is all about self-management skills. Now we are starting up with self-management skills chapter. Today we will be completing the first 2 sessions, that is introduction to self-management and self-awareness. Okay. Yes class. So now the first session 1 is based on self-management skills. Now what do you mean by the term self-management? Self-management refers to self-regulation. What do you mean by self-management? In simple terms, in simple English, self-management means managing yourself. Managing yourself. That how you manages yourself is known as self-management. And what do you mean by self-management skills? The skills which are required for managing yourself is known as self-management skills. Okay? So, self-management refers to self-regulation. It helps you to communicate and interact effectively with fellow students, teachers and friends. It is an integration of. So, let us see that what does self-management skills do? Like, if you are communicating with any type of person, so self-management skills are the basic skills needed over there while communicating to your friends, with your teachers, with your family or anyone else. Self-management skills are the basic skills which are needed over there. Okay, so it is an integration of. Now what do you mean by the term integration? It is known as the mixture. Okay, it is known as the mixture of self-awareness, second self-control, third self-confidence, fourth self-motivation, fifth personal hygiene and grooming, sixth time management, seventh team management, eighth goal setting. Okay, so now let us see one by one that how does self-management skills is an integration of all these things. Okay, the first one is self-awareness. If you are aware of yourself, that what type of person you are, then you have a good type of self-management skills. Second one, self-control. If you have a control on yourself, on your feelings, on your attitude, on everything about yourself, then obviously you have managed yourself very properly. Now self-confidence. You should always have a positive confidence in yourself. Okay, negative confidence is not required, that is overconfidence is not needed, but a positive confidence should be there in yourself. Fourth, self-motivation. You should keep motivating yourself that yes, you are a good type of person and you can do everything which is good for the welfare of the society and yourself. Fifth, personal hygiene and grooming is very important factor for self-management skills, as how you look, how you behave, how you talk to someone is a very important factor. Time management, how you manages your time, how you just keep your things up to the mark. This is a very important factor of self-management skills. 7. Team management. If you are working in a team and you have a uniqueness in yourself, then it is known as a good type of self-management skills. And the last one is goal setting. So if you want to have a good future in your life, then obviously you should have a goal. And if you have a goal and you're working on it with the full confidence and with the full motivation, then obviously you can achieve it properly. Okay. So now today class we will be completing self-awareness. Now self-management matters because the first one is be more confident. Now see, if you have a confidence in yourself, then you can achieve each and everything which is going to be an obstacle in your path. So if you have a proper confidence, a positive confidence in yourself, you can achieve that thing also. Second, be more organized. If you are an organized person, if you have kept your things up to the mark, then yes, a self-management is mattered over there. Third, cope with stress. If you are having any type of stress, then obviously you will not be able to focus on the things which you have to focus upon. So you have to cope up with your stress that is there in your mind. Fourth, be a good listener. If you have the quality of listening to others, then yes, you will not generate overconfidence over there, and yes, you can achieve a successful path. Fifth, manage your time. Time management is very important. As I told you earlier also, by managing your time, you can easily achieve your path. Sixth one, manage your emotions. If you have any type of emotion, if you have an attitude, if you are happy, if you have any type of emotion, then you should know that what type of emotion you should use over the type of situations. Okay, so just manage your emotions. And the last one, be self-motivated. Like if you are self-motivated, like you have seen in 3 Idiots movie, Aamir Khan just continuously motivates himself and others also by saying all is well. So self-motivation is very important over there to achieve a successful life. Now we are coming to session 2, that is self-awareness. So it is all about having a deep understanding of one's emotions, strengths, weaknesses, needs, and also a knowledge of what drives you. Self-awareness means you should aware about what are the strengths of yours, what are the type of weaknesses of yours, what are the different emotions that you are going and having in your life. So you should have a self-awareness about all these things. There are 2 types of self-awareness. The first one is internal self-awareness and the second one is external self-awareness. The first one is internal awareness. Represents how clear are we about our values, attitude, feelings, strengths, weaknesses. You should know about your internal awareness, that how your strengths, that what type of strengths, what type of weaknesses, what type of feelings, what type of attitude you just follow in your daily life. And you should know each and everything about yourself. There should be anything extra that is told by other person. First of all, you should just know completely about yourself. Each and everything you should know about yourself. Okay. The next one is external awareness. Understanding others and how they view about us. You should understand the point of view of others also, that what they are saying, what they want to say. You should not just speak in between of them. You should just listen carefully. You should be a good listener. And how they view about us, like what do they think about yours, what do they think about you. Okay, what do the other people think about you, you should know about that also. Okay, it is a very important factor, that is an external awareness. Yes. Now the next topic in session 2 is strengths and weaknesses analysis through Johari window. Okay, so this is a very Johari window model is very simple and useful tool for understanding. Okay, this is a Johari window model. Now what do you mean by this? Known to others and unknown to others. This is known as if you are known to someone, and this is known as if you are unknown to others. Okay, this is known to self if you are known to yourself, and if you are not known to yourself. Like what are the things you know about yourself, and what are if you don't know anything about yourself. Okay, so the first thing is known to others and known to self. Like information about me that I know and others know too. What does it mean? If you are known to others and if you are known to self, then this type of condition generates. Okay, both the things you are cleared about. Okay, the second condition which is generated is known to others and unknown to self. If you are known to others, if you are known to other persons, but if you don't know anything about yourself, what do you like, what do you dislike, so this is a condition that is blind self. You don't know about anything about yourself, so this is known as blind self. The third condition which is generated over there is unknown to others. If you are unknown to others but you are known to self, if you are unknown to your friend, but if you are unknown to a unknown person, and if you are known to yourself, then information about me that I know and others don't. This type of hidden self condition is generated over there. And the last one is unknown self. If you are unknown to others, if you are unknown to self, so this condition is generated over there. Neither you knows about yourself and neither others knows about yourself. Okay, so neither you knows about yourself and neither other people know about you. Okay, so this type of condition is generated over there. So Johari window terminology refers to self and others. Self means oneself. Self, what do you mean by self? That is oneself. And the person subject to the Johari window analysis. Others means other people in the person's group or team or environment. So what do you mean by others? Others mean that other people, what do they think about you, and what are the facts which they think about you. Okay, the 4 Johari window squares areas are called regions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, these are 4 blocks which are there. Okay, so these are known as regions or quadrants. Okay, because quadrant is 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 blocks which are generated over there. Okay, each of these regions contains every person. Okay, so now see, the first block is known as open self, the second block is blind self, the third block is hidden self, and the fourth one is unknown self. So open self, what is unknown by the person about him or himself and is known by others. What is known by you and others, what is known to others also, and what is known to yourself also. Okay, so this is open self. Blind self, information about me that I do not know, if you don't know about yourself but others know about you. Okay, hidden self, information about me that I know and others don't, that the information which is known by you but others don't know about that thing. Okay, and the last one is unknown self, information neither the others know about you and nor you know about yourself. So this is known as unknown self. Okay, so these are all the 4 conditions of self. These are all the different words which are used for knowing about yourself or knowing about the things which you want to know. Like able, calm, these are all the words which are very important for making any type of things to be a proper value. Like able, what are the things you can do? Calm, it is a term which is used for calming, like soothing. Okay, flexible, kind, organized, talkative, decisive, accepting, caring, demanding, friendly. These are all the words or the emotions of a different person. That what are the different emotions, what are the different categories which you want to use. Okay, being self-aware is being able to understand and answer the following questions. Like, see, if you are a good type of person, you should know about all the strengths of yours, all the weaknesses of yours. These two things are very important factor which needs to be thought. Okay. So we have completed today session 1 and 2. You just have to revise both of them. We will be able to complete this chapter in the coming 3 to 4 days. Okay, so just revise the chapter that what I have taught you.
Thank you, class. Hope you have understood all the topics that what I have taught you today. Just revise and read again all the topics that I have taught you today. Okay, in the coming 2 to 3 lectures we will be able to complete the chapter. In the next class we will be starting with session number 3. Thank you.